watching Orient TV, Pride of the East. You are watching Orient TV, Pride of the
welcome to today's exciting edition of Generation Next TV show on Orient Television Channel 59 and also on Star Times Channel 112. My name is Esther and NMAJU, as you know, and as we do always on Generation Next, we talk about issues that concerns the young person. And today, we're going political, like we're discussing why you, young person that is watching me, is not taking active participation in the politics of the day. So, and I have a guest in the studio as always, and this guest is actually involved in governance. You know, we can't just go and get anybody like that. This person is inside politics. So let's just get together. I'll get to know our guest. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Esther.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm very well.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So what's your name?
My name is CHIDIEBERE. I happen to be the special advisor to the governor on skill acquisition.
Okay. Government of Imo State in particular?
Okay. Government of Imo State.
Because, you know, we have varied audience that can watch you from anywhere. So.
Oh, yes, Imo State.
Okay, let's get to our topic for today. We're discussing why young people are not, you know, taking active participation in politics of the day. And then let's get to Honorable CHIDIEBERE. Like I was asking you before.
Yes.
At what age were you conscious of politics? Did you now say that, one, I'm going to be involved in this?
Well, I was born into a political family, and I consciously started at the age of 12. That was when my dad then was coming out for the House of Representatives in the then ETT, Okigwe part. So I used to wonder why there were a lot of people in the house always coming in. There was food being prepared. There were a lot of songs, women, and all those things. So I asked, what's going on? And they told me, your dad is coming out for something. So I had to understand. Then he was in NPN, and he was going against the person that built this lovely place.
Wow.
And a brother of ours, also from our place, where I'm from, Obo, in Imo State. And from there, it was quite exciting. It was mind-blowing. A whole lot of people believed in one person and would come out under the rain, under the sun, and they would want a piece of that person to understand how they're feeling and represent them very well. It was just natural.
Okay, so that was how you piqued interest.
I fell in love.
Oh. Very important.
Yes.
Okay, you're a card-carrying member of which party?
I am a card-carrying member of the APC.
For how long?
First from 2013 till our revalidation 2 months ago.
Wow. So let's say, as a young person growing up,
Yes.
At what point did you now go back to say, okay, this is now time for me to enter into this state? Like, I need to go and get my membership card. At what age, and how did you go about it?
Okay. Well, it was in my final year in university. That was during the Abacha era. We were totally angry with the way the country was. We had to represent ourselves in a situation where democracy was scuttled. A whole lot of things were going wrong. There was no representation, and there was an apathy. There was a lackadaisical feeling towards how the society was supposed to be. So immediately he started calling for parties to be formed under the 5-party system. My dad called me and said, instead of getting angry, why don't you join? Understand what it's all about. Get to carry a bag. Get to know people. Get to understand this is what happens. Follow the stages from the ward level to the local government level to the state level to the zonal level to the national level. I then started from congresses to conventions to elections.
So as a young person, you never felt like you were wasting your time?
How could you? It's fun.
Okay, fine. Okay, it's fun. I like what you said. You said learn the process.
Yeah, learn the process.
You know? Okay, fine. And you started the process.
Yes, my lady.
How were you, you know, when you tell young people now, say, okay, you know, some people say, I want to venture into politics. In fact, I want to change Nigeria. I want to change what I want to, you know, it's always there. You know, want to change. And then some of them don't know how to go about it. Some, if they want to start the process, how would they be able to feed themselves? Was there a supporting job you were doing?
Well, of course, but of course, because there's a very bad impression people have of politicians right now. They consider us idle people. It's wrong. You definitely went to school. For those of us that went to university and had our masters or even had a PhD, there are some that went and had some skills. And from there, they developed into some things and became traders or businessmen or something like that. But it's a calling. When you come into it, you first of all have to identify some certain things. Let me, first of all, start from someone that opened my mind. The late NMAJU, Senator NMAJU, may soul rest in peace, told me something in Abuja when we were trying to form the then APP. When I asked him, they were forming PDP, but all of us used to meet at one particular place. Then it was the Nikon, now called Transcorp. And when I asked him, how do we make it in this politics as young people? He said, I'm going to tell you 4 things. One, you have to be determined. You have to get information of those that you want to support. You can get the contacts in those things. Then you finally get the money, funding, and all this particular thing. But right now, I have to say, young people, get knowledge of what exactly and where exactly you want your society, yourself, your people to get to. Get organized. Get your friends. Start a WhatsApp group where you mention 1 or 2 things. Get one of these people that are in government to be part of that thing, where you can complain about the little issues that are there. Build capacity. If you don't build capacity, no one is ever going to take you serious. Nobody is going to take you serious unless you build some form of connectivity, getting to meet out, come out, get seen, get identified, know what your people need at the grassroots. First of all, what's one of our major challenge right now? First of all, of course, it's COVID. Then after that, the economics. Then enhancing how our societies, our people can all get out of the funk we find ourselves. And of course, I hope that young people will see the lovely work my governor, His Excellency, Senator Hope Uzodimma is doing, and come and join APC. We're registering now. Come out, get registered.
Okay. You're not advertising your party.
Well, we have to.
Okay, moving ahead.
Yes.
You've told us like the prerequisite to, you know, enter into politics.
Yes.
Now let's go to the question proper. Why do you think, you understand, apart from, like I said, sometimes the phones, you can't say, okay, you be a party member and your mother is calling you, okay, you're done with school, so what you came to do is to be following people around. Don't
No, please don't get it. Don't get it twisted. If you're not visible, no one knows you.
Okay, so they have to get visible.
Get visible. Come out. You need to come out at one particular time. We're not, most political things don't happen at night. Some of them do, but majority of them happen during the day.
Okay.
Join your ward level. In the ward level, join there. They have meetings. Come out. Get to know who can come out for an electable position from your own ward. Start from the ward congresses, then maybe local government elections, which will be happening very soon. Please inform our people that my governor is part of those that believe that local government elections will happen very soon. Secondly, get to interact in the local government area, get to know other people from other wards, other villages. You understand? At this young age. Then from there, you'll be invited. When you see how versatile and rugged and dogged you are, you invite you. You come to the state level. From there, you meet and interact with others from various local governments. It's amazing. When you see it really work the right way, it's amazing.
Okay, let me ask you. When we say young people are participating in governance, this is in Nigeria. Most times, what we are able to give the young person in Nigeria is to give them political posts like appointments. So we're talking about young people participating in politics. We're talking about young people winning local government election. Like say this guy is 25 years and you won a local government election. You're 28 years and you won senatorial seats in this country. And you're 35 years and you're the president. That's what we want. So why do you think we're not getting there?
Well, first of all, I want to thank His Excellency, the President of the country, Muhammadu Buhari, for signing in the not too young to run bill. That was what made a whole. Have you seen the members of our House of Assembly? The average age is 35. I mean, that is something compared to other states that I know. Then look at the cabinet of my governor, His Excellency. I mean, it's a youth-friendly government.
Okay, wait, apart from your excellency,
yes, yeah.
I'm talking about why young people are not actually winning some of these elective positions. Why do you think they are not winning?
Well, I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
But let me speak outside the box.
Okay.
First of all, politics is a very serious game. You must show some level of maturity. You must have shown or seem to have carried the bag, the proverbial bag. You must serve for you to get to the next level. Most of them don't have that patience. But those that have climbed a whole lot. Look at the Deputy Speaker in Imo State.
Yes.
I mean, even My Excellency, he did carry bags for some people. But you have to get through the process. You have to go through the process. Everything in life is a process. When you put a seed in the ground, it has to be died and go and get water and all those things. Majority of the students and youths really are not, how can I say this, are not very patient. You need to be patient to understand two basic factors. That Rome wasn't built in a day, which was really the benchmark of any political society that we see in the modern world today. And two, you have to be dogged. You have to understand that you may not win all the time, but you could win sometimes. But what you do is, how do you take advantage of your victories or your losses? Do you learn from your losses?
Let me ask you this question. You have you won any elected positions? Is that your position?
Well, I have mostly, the first time I came out, after a friend told me, come out, was when I contested for the ward secretary and the local government secretary of my party in my local government. And I have to be honest, I won.
You won?
I won then.
Congratulations.
That was then. And it was quite, I never understood what it meant because we used the option A4 system. That's a situation where you come out and people line behind you.
Okay.
That is the way. It was unlike, to me, that was something unique. Because that's where you know those that really say, yes, I like him, I'll support him. I like him. That particular thing, I like him, I'll support him. It's the best endorsement anyone can ever have.
Wow. Okay, so that's the only election you've won?
For now.
Are you serious?
Yes, my lady.
Okay. So, moving forward, are you planning to win any election?
I have, first of all, I will need to be chosen by my people. You need to be first chosen by your people to say, come and represent us in something.
Okay.
Then the next stage is the elders of that party to say, yes, we endorse him. And they will now take the fight for you. You have to understand that politics is based on two things: interest.
The interest you're talking about, is it the interest of the person contesting the election or the interest of who
Both.
The fathers are?
Both. Not fathers. Don't use the word fathers. Use the word elders.
Okay.
because we have ladies, we have men, we have children.
That are leaders.
That are leaders. That are leaders.
Okay, so the interests of the two parties have to tally.
Yes, they
Okay,
must
there's
be at
something
alignment.
you were saying,
Yes.
you understand? You were saying before the show
Yes.
about, because the question I want to ask you actually now is
Right.
this.
Right.
Why is it that most because you're a member of a party,
Yes, I am.
a ruling party at that,
Where I am.
so you're their face?
I am.
Good. Why is it that most times political parties or the elders, in quotes, that govern or control these political parties don't give young people tickets? I'm telling you, they don't give you election tickets. You understand? Tickets to vie for positions. Like, why do you think it's so in this country that political parties will stay and maybe a 24-year-old boy saying I want to contest for local government chairman, and maybe somehow the boy is showing capacity, and at the end of the day maybe an old man is being given the ticket. Why is it so?
Thank you very much. First of all, what's the position he's coming out for?
I said with local government.
Start with local government?
I don't want to go too far.
Okay. A 25-year-old person must be able to call meeting. A 25-year-old person is supposed to mobilize the women. A 25-year-old person is supposed to mobilize the youths. A 25-year-old person has to have the capacity to tell his elders that, please, I am the best person for this position. They have to have the antecedents to show that you are responsible. Politics is not, and governance.
But I thought they said what they call political candidate are sponsored by the parties, right?
They are.
So if this person has capacity to call, what's there in calling for a meeting?
It depends on what your definition of youths are. To me, youth is between the age of 15 and 25.
Okay, fine. I said a 25-year-old guy wants to be the local government chairman of, let me not call any before those.
Yes, I understand that. But there's an adage in Igbo that says that watakwaka. Yes, Rendo Kenya.
Does it mean when they get
No. I know a whole lot of young men that are dynamic. But do they have what it takes to convince people that they should be the ones?
Okay, we weren't talking about what it takes, sorry. I'm meeting you at that. Welcome to the program.
No problem.
Okay, because we actually I want the next election to have plenty young people participating.
Yes, I
in
do.
fact, as they're watching us now, they say, because I watch Honorable Chidebe, that's why I went to go and join your party.
Thank you. Please tell them. We want them in APC.
Okay, or any other party as they choose. Fine.
APC.
Let's move ahead, John. So as we are saying, we're talking about them getting tickets, electoral tickets. Now they have this capacity. Does it mean because people actually because that's the problem? Is it finance? What is actually the problem? What can you say is the problem? Why?
My lady, let me explain it to you. Let's start with local governments. The third tier of governance. You have the chairman, you have the councillors. Now, let's say the median age, let's say 27, 25 as you want. They have to have the capacity to be acceptable by their immediate environment.
Okay.
I know some 25-year-olds that are really not grown up. But I also know a whole lot of 25-year-olds that are carrying their family on their back.
Yeah.
Let's find those ones.
Okay, and now you're talking.
No, hold on. In a situation that once they confirm three basic things. They have to be courage. Once you're brave, be brave and great forces come to your aid. Do you understand where that handles the financial part? Two, they must be determined and loyal. These two major things are what will make them stand out during the contest. Because politics in Nigeria is not child's play. It's very serious business. Please, the youth have to understand that this is not children's play. People's lives are dependent on who sits on that seat. You saw what happened a couple of years in the States. That's why when His Excellency, Senator Uzodinma, says that politics is very serious business, you have to understand and respect that. We expect young, determined, well-trained, well-loyal, well-obedient, well-versatile young men and ladies, especially ladies, because I see them more now, that are more determined, that understand that we cannot stand with this. Can I say something?
Okay, so please, because even though we're...
Yes, I know we're almost there. A couple of months ago, we saw the NSAS protest. Let's admit it. We were very proud of Nigerian youths until the miscreants came in. We have to understand that if we don't give those ones that are more articulate, the miscreants will take over the situation. We have to avoid a situation where the miscreants, I won't call them thugs, I won't call them hooligans, I'll just call them miscreants because they're not well guided. If we do not get the right people that can control these people, that can talk to them, that can encourage them, and make them believers, you're not going to see a lot of young people in politics.
Okay. I think that's the solution we need.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chidebere, for coming. That was a big expose, like an eye-opening one on why young people are not actually participating in politics. And if you can take any word from him, is the fact that you have to go through the process, go back to your local government, your wards, go there, go and register, attend their meetings. Don't just stay in your house, I want to change Nigeria. Go to your village and start from there. Carry bags. When they say carry bag, it means be loyal. Should that's it?
Yes, you must be loyal.
Be loyal, that's it. Okay. With that, we've come to the end of the discussion segment of Generation Next TV show, and we had Honorable Chidebere. That would thank so much for coming. Coming up next is a Vox Pop segment with David Mokole. So keep watching, we're not done yet.
Welcome to the Vox Pop segment.
You're welcome to the quotes of the week segment of Generation Next TV show. And the first quote for this week says, "Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy." Dale Carnegie, an American business icon. And from his words, for every young person watching Generation Next TV show, just bear it in mind that your fear and your doubt has nothing to help in your road to success. If you actually want to get your job done, get your dreams brought to reality, get busy, get out of your house and start doing something. And before you know it, your dream turns to a reality. A dream does not become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Colin Powell, former US Defense Secretary. And from Colin Powell's words, without determination, as in without making efforts, physical efforts, mental efforts, academical efforts, psychological efforts, spiritual efforts, your dream will not become a reality. It will just exist in your mind. It will become a mirage. So you have to take sweat to make your dream turn to a reality. And finally, on the quotes for today, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. Tim Knock, a basketball coach. Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. So no matter the amount of talent you have, if you don't work hard, someone without a talent but is ready to put in so much effort and time might actualize your dream, while you with the talent may not get to whatever height you wish to get to. And that's it for the quotes of this week on Generation Next TV.
Welcome to the Vox Pop segment. I'm David Mokore. And today we're talking about a very controversial topic where we're going political. You know, there's been a lot of agitations in the country for the necessity, the need for young people to take up political offices, the need for young people to climb the ladder of leadership, and it's become much of a heated debate in the country. Recall that a few months ago, just recently, the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, admonished young people to push out the old ways by taking up sensitive political offices and, of course, taking their claims. Today on the show, we'll be finding out the reasons, the factors, the elements that have so far limited the political participation of young people in politics. Why are young people not taking active part in politics? Today's topic. So stay tuned as we ascertain the people's opinion and go nowhere.
I think our youth lack political values. That is my opinion.
Why I think that young people do not take part in politics here in Nigeria is, one, maybe they think that in Nigeria, maybe the government is not like helping the youth. That's why taking part in politics is just wasting of time.
From my opinion of why young people are not given the chance to contest the election, if I am to say, I will say number one, corruption. Then, secondly, the way young guys reason and the way they handle things.
Yes, the Vox Up segment with David Mokuri on why young people are not actually participated in politics, and I hope you got some from them. And with that, we've come to the end of today's edition of Generation Next TV show on Orient Television Channel 59. My name is Esther Andrew. On behalf of the crew who worked so hard to ensure that today's edition was successful, is thank you and ensure you keep watching and see you same time next week. Bye-bye.
Information on our program schedule, visit www.ibc.ng/Orient TV. Orient TV,